This woman wants to know the truth about her internet boyfriend.
His name is Maxence, and so we just started talking. And at first it was just, hey, how are you? Nothing big. He sent me a nude picture. It is impressive, I'm not gonna lie. He's been blessed. He's very endowed.
What do you like about this guy?
He's funny. He is very funny. Like when we talk on the phone.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'll go to the store and see if you can get an iTunes card. You know what that is?
I do, yeah.
But who knows? He could be in Turkey. He could be Turkish.
Have you heard a French accent and an Italian accent?
I've definitely heard French.
Max claims Jodie is the only one that can help him get back to the United States so he can unlock his account with $6 million in it.
He was trying to get this big contract at work, and it was going to be his last contract with that company, and then he was going to retire.
Is Max's Jodie's Prince Charming or just another romance scammer? Let's find out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement with our videos help us reach new audiences and can potentially stop other people from being scammed. Brian, we got a new case. Where's David at?
He's out of town. Overseas, always traveling.
Wonder where David is. But let me get into this email. It's from a woman named Jodie. She says, "Hi Catfish team, I met a man online a few months ago who claims to be working as an engineer in Istanbul. He says he's detained at customs with a large sum of money, has a frozen bank account, and asked for thousands of dollars to help with this situation. We had phone and video calls, but when I checked the company on his contract, they never heard of him. And I need help determining if he's fake. Sincerely, Jodie."
Hi, Catfish team. My name is Jodie. I'm 56, and I live in the Kansas City, Missouri area. I do network marketing. I used to be a bartender at a very, very busy local pub. And then my son and daughter-in-law and my two granddaughters live very close. Yeah, so I've been divorced for, I think, almost 30 years. This is going to be the worst interview ever because I just keep crying. I had a stroke a year ago. I was paralyzed on the left side, and I'm still can't function. So I'm in a scooter and a wheelchair. I can walk with a cane though.
After going through a few rough patches in her life, Jodie decided to pick back up online dating.
So yeah, I definitely was in the dating scene, but it just sucked. Dating in your 50s is horrible. I've tried Bumble, I've tried Zoosk. Years ago I did Match.com, and they're all relatively the same.
Jodie had returned to online dating, but she wasn't having much luck. But everything changed when she was randomly messaged by a handsome man through her TikTok profile.
His name is Maxence. It's Maxance. He's supposedly from Sweden, and he contacted me on TikTok. I would say he's probably 6 foot, dark hair, dark eyes, 190 or very fit. Yeah, dark complexion, dark hair, not Mexican, but definitely did not look Swedish. He is 54. And of course he was like, "I don't normally do this, but you caught my eye." And so we just started talking. And at first it was just, hey, how are you? Nothing big. And then he asked, was I married? Did I have kids? And I said, no, I was divorced. And he said that his wife had left him when he was gone for a business trip. He came back early and caught him and her and his best friend together. And so they were divorced, but they had a daughter from the marriage. He would message every day and say, "Hey, good morning," or "How's your day going?" Just, it seemed to really have interest.
Several weeks into meeting each other, Jodie and Max spent a lot of time messaging each other. It quickly became clear that Max wasn't holding back, making his interest in Jodie obvious from the very start.
He sent me a nude picture. And then he also sent me a video. It is impressive, I'm not gonna lie. It really is. He's been blessed. He's very endowed. And so he was like, don't you like that? I said, you know what, honestly, I don't. And this is the truth. I said, I've been through menopause, and so the hormones just aren't there. I said, I don't care about that. And he's like, yeah, but don't you like it? I said, no, I really don't. And then there's one time he sent me a text that was so explicit. Like once he saw me, all these things he was going to do to me. I mean, it was very, very detailed. And we would talk on the phone quite a bit. And his phone calls, he'd always say, "Hey, baby, how are you?"
Hello.
Hi,
Hi, honey.
how are you?
I'm good. How come you had to call me back?
I was receiving a call from my daughter.
Oh, yeah. How is she doing?
Oh, she's fine.
Well, I kept telling him, I'm like, you need to video call me. I need to see you. And so he did video one time. And after we got off the phone, I said, what was that? I said, you just looked really dark in the video call. He said it was dark in there in the room. I asked him to do it again. He said, no, because you made fun of me the first time. His passport that he sent me, it says he's a U.S. citizen. He said he's got dual citizenship in Sweden. I've got a picture of his driver's license.
Although Jodie felt uncertain about Max at times, his kindness and genuine interest led her to set those worries aside. They spoke constantly, morning and night, but things began to change when Max said he had to travel for work.
But then he said he was super nervous because he was trying to get this big contract at work. And it was going to be his last contract with that company, and then he was going to retire. So on Monday, he texted me and he said, I got the contract. He said, it's in Istanbul, Turkey. I'm like, what? He said, and I have to leave next week. I'm like, why so fast? He said, because it's a road that has to be done very quickly for a school. And so he sent me a picture of the contract. And supposedly it was a $3 million contract to get everything done. That would cover the materials and the workers and then his portion. I messaged him and say, hey, did you and Stacy, his daughter's name was Stacy. Hey, did you guys make it okay? He said, yes, but things are not good. I got detained in customs because I came into the country with too much cash on me. The British commissioner or something had just changed the law 2 weeks prior about the amount that you could bring into the country. And they took everything, all the money, all their identification, all of his cards, everything. And once they got done with the interview, they would decide whether he could get the money back or not. So then, of course, every day he's hounded me like, you know, we don't have anywhere to stay. Me and my daughter don't have any food, and she's starting to show signs of getting sick. I had a little bit of money, so I sent him $2,000 to a Bitcoin ATM. He said that got him to where they could stay in the hotel for a month. And then, of course, everything was like, you know, I'll pay you back when I get back to the U.S. I'll pay you double. He's like, I can't wait to get there and get to see you. Yeah, he's like, you know, we're going to be together forever. We're going to create a family.
At this point, Jodie had handed over a few $1,000s, but Max's request for money didn't end there. He was still stuck in Turkey with his daughter and told Jodie she was the only one that could help him.
Because he did reach back out and he said, if I could just get home and get to my account. Because his daughter came home. She was needing to come home to get ready for college. And he's like, but I don't have a way to get her back on the plane. If I could just get $1,500, I can get her back on the plane. Of course, like a dumbass, I sent him the money. But his whole thing was he needed enough money to keep that contract that he got. Because if he didn't show proof that he was working on it, then the company there in Turkey would take the contract from him. I think he said, I need $10,500 to keep the contract and to hire some workers and get materials. He's like, well, you can find a way. At one point, he wanted me to sell my car because I'm not driving since the stroke. He said, I'm going to have you log on to my bank account. Once you get logged in, let's transfer some money from my account to your account. So he gave me all of his login information, which I still have. So got the code, gave me the code, I put it in and gave me access. It had his picture like at the top of the page. Anyway, he had $6 million in that account. But then supposedly when we tried to move the money, it froze his account.
With Max's account with $6 million in it being frozen and Jodie being unwilling to send any more money, his personality completely changed.
I mean, we talked about the fact that I'm a Christian woman. And then he'd bring that into it too. He's like, you know, God is watching you. He sees that you're not helping me. He said, I'll show you. When I get there, I will show you. And at one time he got so mad at me and he said, one day I'm going to show up at your house with another woman and you can see what you missed out on. I mean, I really thought that there was going to be a future.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this video a like too. If you're looking to contact us and you think you might need our help finding out who you're communicating with online, or maybe you need help breaking through to a friend or a family member, don't hesitate to reach out to our email, sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We can help you find the answers you've been looking for.
Hey Seekers, if you're only following us here, you're missing half the story.
Follow Catfish online on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for updates and content we don't share on YouTube.
All right, Seekers, Jodie seemed to be torn, but the pressure from Max was building by the day. So Brienne and I got together to discuss the details on her case. So how can we help Jodie?
Well, it looks like she has a ton of information for this person. She has a passport, government identification.
So there's a bank account with a lot of money. So what I was thinking was, why exactly is she wanting to be with this guy? Judging the chats and, her explaining her conversations that she's having with him, it sounds like he's super rude to her. Do you think that the reason why she stays in contact with him is because of how much money's in this bank account?
Something that she also mentioned was chatting with the daughter. So I don't know if there's a connection there.
Gotcha.
And maybe she doesn't want to give that up.
Gotcha. Okay. What's the next steps?
So the next steps would be to verify this contract that he sent her, validate who this person is in the images.
It sounds like we got a plan and a lot of work to do, Brienne. Let's get to it.
Let's go.
After coming up with a game plan, Brienne connected with David while he was overseas to assist in researching everything Jodie sent over.
Hey David, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Yeah, so Jodie met this person online. He claims he's an engineer working in Istanbul, Turkey. Right now she has some suspicions about who he really is, and he is currently asking her for $10,000 because he wants to fly back to the United States.
I mean, she has documents. I mean, we could easily verify things like passports and driver's license. What are the red flags like she's talking about?
I mean, the red flag already, he's using the same picture in the driver's license as the passport.
I mean, just the first thing that stands out, like look at the signature on the passport and the signature on the license. They're totally different.
Yeah, they're different.
All right, so we'll still pull this. I mean, to me, those look completely fake, especially the backside.
In the past, when she did log into his bank account, she was able to see that he had $6 million.
So I literally just pulled that up. I was going to ask you about it. So is it at crescenttrust.com?
Yes.
So just some interesting things like from the domain. I mean, the domain was just registered in October. And then I did what's called a site colon search in Google. If it's a legitimate bank, they should be in Google search, right? So like people can find them. But if you look at the screenshot I just sent you, the domain's not in Google search at all. That's like super sketchy, right? Like if it's a like legit bank. So we'll look into the bank account. That's kind of interesting. But I mean, this contract looks so fake.
Yeah, it looks photoshopped.
And there's a drop shadow behind the address.
Yeah, it's definitely, it looks like something that we may have seen in the past. I mean,
it's signed and there's no name. It doesn't even say who signed it, like the name of the people that signed it.
There's a lot of issues with this contract for sure. And it's photoshopped.
And then who's this woman? It looks like a significant, I mean, they're close.
But that's allegedly his daughter.
I mean, to me, they look about the same age.
Yeah, a lot of red flags here.
So we need to find out who he is. I mean, running a reverse image search on him and her to see who they are. And then has she given him money?
So she sent about $3,500.
How did she send it?
She sent it through crypto.
Oh, well, we could easily trace that. Are we able to get the wallet addresses and the dates that
So she sent a wallet address, and what we could do is look up the transactions connected to the wallet address. The only thing is she hasn't sent the transaction amount and dates yet. So once we get that information, we can pull up some sort of report.
All right, but I'm pretty confident we can help her out. So let's do it.
All right, sounds like a plan. We have a lot to look at for Jodie.
After a few days of researching, it was time to reveal the truth to her about this mysterious man named Max. Hi, Jodie.
Hi, Jodie.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good.
You've been doing a lot of waiting for us to get back to you. How's that been?
I'm very curious just to find out like what his true identity is, because I listened to that recording again and I have my friend listen to it, and her dad is from Iran. So we know that accent. And I was like, he almost sounds like he's French or Italian to me. And she said, yeah, her too. But who knows? He could be in Turkey. He could be Turkish.
Have you heard a French accent and an Italian accent?
I've definitely heard French, but I don't know about the Italian. I wouldn't know how to differentiate the two. I mean, it could be Swedish, but I don't think it is.
On your interview and your video recording, you kind of felt like you still had feelings for him.
I mean, if he was real, I would probably. Although maybe not because if he's been lying, it's hard to tell what's real and what's not.
What do you like about this guy?
He's funny. He is very funny. Like when we talk on the phone, he's very funny. We just had a good connection as far as talking, and he seems to have a really good work ethic. I don't know, we just, have had so many conversations that it just seemed easy and effortless.
Are you interested in an IP tracker?
Yes, sure.
Where does he say he's located today?
In Istanbul, Turkey.
Okay, let's do this. I can create a really quick tracker and then I will send it to you right now and then follow up with if there's any results.
Okay, perfect.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
We texted yesterday, but then we actually spoke on the phone was 2 days ago.
So he's asking for $2,300. You told him no way, right?
Yes. And he asked for an iTunes card.
Oh, how much?
He said 100 or 50 would be fine.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Okay.
This is just tell him $25 gift card.
Oh, he did text today at 4:13. And he said, not sure if you care, but I'm good.
Well, you can tell him that you do care, and you care so much that you've sent him a $25 Apple iTunes gift card.
We'll see if he clicks on it. I hope he does. And so that just tracks his IP?
Yeah, so it should give us some insight as to where he's located. There is the opportunity that he may not click on the link. If he does click on the link, he may be using a VPN, but it's worth the shot to just gain some clarity as to where he's located.
Okay, good.
All right, well, let's jump into this. I know you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the truth about Max.
Let's do it, yeah.
Let's talk about the phone numbers, right? What's the latest phone number that he's using to text you with?
The WhatsApp.
Yes, that's a Turkish phone number.
Yeah.
And what I also found is there are a few accounts linked to that phone number, one of them being a Telegram account, and there's a name, Abidin. Have you heard of this name before?
No.
That is the name that's connected to that phone number.
I'm not surprised it doesn't have his name on it.
If we can move forward to the document that he sent you, there was a contract, $3.5 million.
It was to build a road for a school there in Turkey.
So I looked into this business. The business is under Indus Road and Bridges. It's a valid business. I looked up the business registry. It's been incorporated for quite some time. It earned $60 million in revenue. Their website had been up for about, 11, 12 years now. There's nothing suspicious about this company. I gave them a call. I asked them about this contract. They had no clue what I was talking about. They only contract with local contractors in their area, in Dallas, Texas. They have never, ever contracted out any sort of plans outside of this country.
Wow.
So basically, he forged the whole contract.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
He did. That's exactly what he did.
And that would be easy to do. I mean, they just they could find one that was already filled out and they could just change it, right?
Yeah, it looks like he put together this contract through Photoshop and then he added various details on the document. We see these documents all of the time. Let's move on. Let's talk about the passport. There's a passport that he had sent you, a United States passport, and also a Texas driver's license. Did you notice any red flags with either of the proof of identifications that he sent you?
I didn't.
Yeah, so with the passport, first red flag, I noticed that the font was different throughout the passport. It was inconsistent. Typically, when you receive a government ID, you'll notice that the font, the coloring, the text is consistent throughout. This one had mismatched font. That tells me that this has been photoshopped. And to confirm that, they're the same picture. I also wanted to show you something else. So do you see his signature? The signatures are completely different on both government IDs.
It doesn't even look like the same person wrote or signed both of these.
I would agree.
It's safe to say, Jodie, that both of these government identifications, proof of identifications, are both false and have been photoshopped.
Okay.
So this person that you're talking to went through all this trouble to send you false documents, a false United States passport, a false driver's license. Now, why would they go through all this trouble to send you this misinformation?
I think that's just what they do. I mean, this is a job for them, I believe. And they just do that to try and convince women that they're real and just to get money from them.
I mean, so how do you feel about what this person's done to you?
Well, I mean, two things. It makes me very upset at him, but also myself. You know, because it's like, how could you be so stupid?
You falling for this doesn't mean you're a dum-dum. It just means that, they ran the right scam on you. That's all that means. So they pull on your heartstrings. You liked this guy. He was funny. He was everything that you wanted him to be, but...
Yeah, it's like if I could have written down, like, okay, I'm looking for this, this, and this in a man. That's what he represented to me.
I mean, it's a romance scam, Jodie, and we've seen all types of people fall for it.
And I think everybody just wants love so bad.
That's really what I wanted you to see is that you didn't necessarily love this man. You didn't fall in love with him. It was just the fantasy.
Right. It's just what he represented or he presented.
Sprinkle that with everything he sent you, Jodie. Every time you asked for something, passport, he sent it. Driver's license, he sent it. He was doing everything to the best of his ability to validate himself.
Right.
Let us tell you about who this handsome man in these images truly is. This person that you've been communicating with took on the persona of this guy. He has nothing to do with anybody named Maxence. He's not in Turkey. He's not a contractor.
The person you're talking to, we don't know who he is. He's pretending to be this Maxence person who has stolen the images of Yossi Ben Abu. Have you heard of that name before?
I have not.
Okay, so that's the real man in the images. So his images have been stolen, and this person that you're talking to has stolen his images to pretend to be a different person.
And do we know where that guy is from?
He's from California, actually. He's an artist. I'm gonna share his social media with you right now.
So this is Yossi?
He's very talented. He has a few, he showcases some of his art here in Southern California, Northern California, Texas, and I believe one other place.
No, it's good to know all that. I'm really glad. I think women fall into this, one, because everybody wants love, and then they get this attention, and it's constant attention. Even when you feel like, okay, this is not real, you think, well, it might be. You know, you hate to push them away because it might be real.
Are you holding hope that maybe something can happen with this guy?
No, absolutely not.
Well, Jodie, I'm very proud of you. Brianna and I are both very proud of you. Yeah. We want you to turn this chapter in your life, get rid of this guy, move on, and find somebody, focus on finding somebody real.
So you're saying you're single, Drew. So you're saying there's a chance for us.
There's a chance for you. Yeah, for sure. There's a chance for everybody.
I think she wants to know if there's a chance with you and her.
No, a chance for us, like you and I.
I'm actually engaged, so yeah, no, there's no chance.
Well, then quit
with
flirting
you.
with me, Drew. Okay.
Oh wow.
Jodie, okay, let's back on track here.
Yeah,
I'm kidding, Drew.
So
no, I know.
He had to tell you, and she's shooting her shot, and then you're telling her that you're taken, and so there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for the rejection. Just kick me while I'm down, Drew.
Woo.
It's hot in here.
No, online dating sucks, and dating in your 50s definitely sucks.
You know, you have a lot to offer somebody.
100%.
You look amazing. When you say you have a friend for 50 years, that just blows my mind because you look so amazing.
Oh gosh, thank you.
You are a beautiful woman and you're a very nice lady, and I think there's somebody out there that wants you, just not somebody that wants your money.
And we didn't mean to make you emotional. I just can see that you have so much energy, you have so much to give to someone else, and you don't need to be online talking to these scammers, and you need to get out, Jodie. You have the spunkiness in you.
Drew, you forgot to say how funny I am. I'm very funny.
Hilarious. You're hilarious. We're gonna get this guy blocked. Brienne's gonna sit down with you tomorrow,
Yes.
and I guarantee you he's gonna click on that tracker link,
Yes.
and we're gonna know his location. We're gonna get you back on those dating sites, but we're gonna also try to educate you on the live coming up. And then also, when you do meet anybody, you run it through Brienne.
Yes.
Brienne runs searches, and then she lets you know if it's real or not, okay?
Okay, yeah. That's a great plan.
All right, Jodie, I really enjoyed this. I wish you nothing but the best. We will speak.
Thanks, Drew.
Yeah, we will speak really, really soon, okay?
Okay, thanks you guys. I appreciate it so much.
It seemed that Jodie took in everything pretty well. A few days after this interview, Brienne finally got results on the IP tracker that she created to track down Max.
Hey, Drew, come check this out.
Okay.
So remember the tracker we made for Jodie?
Yeah.
The guy clicked on the link.
Oh, we got to tell her about this on the live.
Yeah, we do.
Seekers, it's almost time for our weekly live stream. You can find the link to our live stream on our YouTube channel by clicking the live tab and going to our most recent video. See you all there. If you have been involved in a romance scam, don't forget to report it. It helps get the word out and potentially stops other people from being scammed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget all of our new videos go out every Wednesday. If you like this video, subscribe. And if you want to see more, you should probably click one of these two videos.